Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ha, Rakak Wadash, Ma'amath. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. And salutations to the fellow Akim, Awafim, and children that believe in truth and in sincerity. All right, it's your brother Athanya Allah from the Lions Den camp. And just a response to Dr. Edom, man. Dr. Edom and his so-called Christian followers, man. All right. And if you're a Jake and you following this man, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, man. All right. Which, just a quick response, man. It's a quick lesson. Which, when it come to you Christians, man, you have no knowledge of the scriptures, man, of the Bible, man. You know, so a brother like myself, all right, a babe, all right, desiring the sincere milk, all right. This easy work, man. All right, this is target practice, so to speak. All right, and the first scripture I want to get is 2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 8, and it reads, "For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth," man. All right, and as much as these Christians, these televangelists, and so on and so forth, man, these people try to come up and scoff against the Bible. All right, the more they think they're doing harm, all right, the more you're doing the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right, that's I want to get Proverbs 20 and 24, man. All right, as people think they have free will and they can do whatever the hell they want, man. But everything is ordained through Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Wa Yahweh Shai. And this is Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's goings are of the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. How can a man then understand his own way? You know, and ultimately, ultimately people think Salakia, but ultimately people think they have their own free will, man. All right, but ultimately everything is ordained and moved through the Spirit, man, by way of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. You know, and from there I want to get Ezekiel chapter 28. And start at verse 25. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, when I shall have gathered the house of Israel from the people among whom they are scattered, and shall be sanctified in them in the sight of the heathen. You know, and you heathens is you other nations, man. You know. Particularly you so-called white, you so-called the Caucasian race, man. You know, which is the top wickedest tribe, man. The top heathen. All right, the nation of Esau, Edom. All right, you know, we've been scattered. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans been scattered amongst through the four corners of the earth, man. We've been scattered amongst all people, man. You know, and that's evidence of us being the children of the Lord, man, the apple of the Lord's eye, being the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans and Seminole Indians, man. You know, as well as that's the proof of us being once discontinued from our heritage, man, as the scriptures say. And this is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods. And that's what our people doing today, man. They got they're serving other gods because in Esau's kingdom, man, they have suppressed the truth, man. All right, Job 9 and 24, man. You Christians never read that. All right, Vocab Malone, you read that before, man. Job 9 and 24, man. And it reads, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof, man. And the judges are the men of the book, the men of the scriptures, man. You know, mainly Yahweh Wa Yahweh Shai, man. You know, they're the ultimate judge, all right? And they covered the faces of the judges thereof, man. If not, where and who is he, man? You know, if these are not the Edomites, then who the hell is it, man? All right, if the so-called Caucasian race, if the so-called white race, all right, you Caucasians, you cave dwellers, all right, you Caucasoids, if you're not the wicked, all right, if you're not the nation of Edom, all right, then who the hell is it, man? You know, they'll say things like you had those pastors on their little YouTube channel talking about the Edomites, you know, basically making a mockery, man. Edomites, Ammonites, basically saying that those people are not here today, man. Those same people are here today, man. All right. But the point, all right, in Deuteronomy 28 and 64 is that we are scattered amongst all nations, man. You know, and that lines up with Ezekiel 28 and 25, man. The Lord is going to gather us up, man. He's going to gather the house of Israel, all right, his people, from among whom they've been scattered, man. And that's throughout the whole four corners of the earth, man. Pertaining to Deuteronomy 28 and 64, man. All right. And since we're in Deuteronomy, I want to get Deuteronomy 28 and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in the want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee, man. And that's what happened, man, during the times of the transatlantic slave trade and through the various other slave trades, man. All right, that were financed by you so-called white people, man. All right, your nation, man, the hierarchy of your nation, man, particularly the elites, man, these central banking families. All right, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, all right, DuPonts, Getty, so on and so forth, man. All right, these people who are funded your slavery, man, by way of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, ultimately to give you up and give you up into their hands, man, for disobeying the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, and this is Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field. All right, and that's from verse 15 on to 68 is what you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, what we go through here in this hellhole, man. All right, here in this the valley of the shadow of death, man, in Americas, man, in the various parts of the four corners of the earth, man, where we've been scattered. All right. And this is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. All right, and that's the state that we're in today, man, that we have to be saved from, man. You know, what other nation has to be saved, man, other than the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man? Who this system in this world, all right, is co-conspired against, man. It's confederate against. All right. This is Psalms 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They called their lands after their own names, man. That line up with Job 9 and 24, what we brought out, man. How you cover the faces of the judges thereof. All right, the earth was given into your hand. All right, you called the land after your own names, man, and that's how we know the nation of Edom is still in existence today, man, because they took the template from their forefathers, man, like Alexander the Greek. All right, you know, Christopher Columbus. All right, those are people that we were taught about in this educational system, man. That's what was laid out for us, man, to learn. All right, when you go into the word educate, it means to lay out, man, and that template was laid out for us to learn about these damn heathens, man, pillaging and taking over, man. All right, you know, well, hey, Esau, you made a big mistake, man, by teaching us that, man. You know, because that's hypocrisy, man. That becomes evidence against you, man, when we resort back, all right, due to Ezekiel 37, all right, the valley of the dry bones, all right, and we resort back to our true identity, our true nationality, all right, and search out the ancient things, the things of old, man, and line you devils up, man. You know, and you're found a liar. From there, I want to get Matthew's 24 and verse 14, and it reads, "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come," man. and that's why you scared ultimately, man, because you see the end coming. All right, you heathens, all right, and ultimately the wicked, man, you see the end coming, man. You know, you seeing the end stories, the end times, the ending, the end all be all, man, of this hellhole, man, this kingdom, man, this wicked ass kingdom, man. It's right before your eyes, man. You know, and you can't deny it. All right, but this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, man. And right now, the prophets, the hopeful elect, is out there giving their testimony, man. And you devils mad at that, man. You devils, you losing sleep, man. You know, starting with the apostles of Great Millstone, Tahar, on down, man. You know, and the various other brothers in camps with the like doctrine, man. Like ourselves, man. You know, who out there diligently on the highways and byways, man, giving up our body as a living sacrifice, man. You know, we preaching the gospel of the kingdom, man. The gospel in the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. And ultimately, the end of the world is amongst us, man. As the prophecies are coming to pass, man. There's only a few prophecies that needs to be fulfilled. For those missiles to come, man, which is the climax of it all, man. And that's that RFID chip, man, pertaining to Revelations 13 and 16 being made mandatory. All right, this devil, Revelations 12 and 12. Let's get that right quick, because that's ultimately what he's coming down to. All right, and it's Revelations 12 and 12. "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time," man. He know he has but a short time, man. So, he's losing sleep, man. His lower level, his minions, so to speak, all right, like Dr. Edom, all right, Vocab Malone, all right, No Class Malone, all right, his Christian followers, all right, and those of like him, man. You televangelists, you false prophets, man. You know, they losing sleep, man. They coming to find out that, these theological seminaries, man, they lost a lot of money, man. You know, you mad just as though these other nations are mad for drinking Esau's wine, man, his philosophies, man. All right. And going to these theological seminaries, man, it puts you, you learned lies, man. And you paid a lot of money for that shit, man. And you in a lot of debt, man. All right. From now, I want to get Amos, the book of Amos 9 and 9. Lock is ripped out. Bear with me. It's ripped out of that sword. But this is the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 9. And it reads, "For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations. Like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth," man. And that least grain is the elect. All right, those who are going to be saved from the said perils, man. Those 144,000 men and the 1/3 men, women, and children, man. That's going to be found without blemish, man, in the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right. But the first point of this verse, was I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, man. Why is that, man? Because the Lord is only dealing with the house of Israel, man. You know, he called us to be a separate and a holy people, man. Let me get that. All right. And that's why he's sifting. He's sifting the house of Israel itself, and he's sifting Israel from among you heathens, man. And it's Deuteronomy 7:6, and it reads, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power, and the Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth." And the Lord changed not, man. And that right there, the word holy means separate, man. So he calls us to be a separate people unto the Lord thy power, man. You know, he had chosen us to be a special people, man. A peculiar people, man, unto himself, man. Like he himself is, man. All right. And this is Deuteronomy 14:2. "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power, and the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai have chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all the nations that are upon the earth," man. So that's above all the nations are upon the earth, man. Because all you heathens are counted as nothing, man. As spittle. And this second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 54. "And after these Adam also, who thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all." All right, because all so-called humanity comes from Adam. All right, the first Adam, right? Where and the people also whom thou hast chosen, man, and just as well as the people the Lord has chosen, man. That cluster of the grapes, man. If it wasn't for for them, hey, there would no flesh be saved. Roughly paraphrasing, "All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes," man. So when you get those these fake Hebrews, all right, like the incident a while back with the DC, all right, HOI and those and that school, all right, that was in front of DC, and they had that Edomite kid in front of the Native American, all right, the Gadite. And then you had that fake, you had that fake Jake, all right. He is an Israelite, all right. But you had a Jake, posing to be from a particular or a specific Hebrew Israelite sect, basically talking about the land of Israel and how we want the land, man. Hey, that's off, man. That's off according to doctrine, man. The land itself belongs to us, all right. You know. But hey, not only the land, but the world, man. This world was made for our sakes, man. You know, as the scriptures say. And this verse 56 continue on. "As for the other people, which also come of Adam, you the rest of you heathens, all right, to stay on my point, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle." So you other nations are nothing, man. You are to spittle, man. "It has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel," man. Hey, it's an abundance of them like a drop that falleth from a vessel, man. All right, like roughly paraphrasing, man. He didn't choose Israel because they were great in number. All right, roughly paraphrasing, man. You know, hey, Israel is his lot and his inheritance, man. You know, Israel did lose their identity, man. You know, they're running around now not knowing who they are, man. You know, but the majority of them is waking up, man. Those who are meant to wake up are waking up in these times, man. Because why? We brought out Matthew 24, man. This gospel is being, let's bring it out again. Matthew 24:14. This gospel is being preached, man, and throughout the four corners of the earth, man. All right. This is Matthew 24:14. "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come." All right. And that's why we brought out Revelations 12:12, man. You know, you got guys like Dr. Edom, all right, Vocab Malone losing sleep, all right, due to hey, you men, you brothers out there, man. You Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity, man, on the four corners, you know, throughout the four corners, man, the four winds. All right. And that's why he coming with Revelations 12:12, man, that great wrath, man. He know he has a short time, man, because he see those men out there prophesying, man, giving a testimony, man. All right. And when Yahweh Shai and those angels come, all right, they go read you your rights, man. And from there, I want to get Deuteronomy 28. I'm gonna go back to Deuteronomy chapter 28, and I'll start at verse 9. And it reads, the Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself, as he hath sworn unto thee. If thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy power, and walk in his ways, and all people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord, man. You know, and ultimately, man, our people got to resort back into the law, statute, commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Ultimately, the elect, man, the 1/3, man. You know, and once that the elect is sealed, man, the end is gonna come, man. That's prophesied, man. Revelation chapter 7, all right, Babakwa, all right. He bring out Ezekiel chapter 9, all right, of those angels marking those men, sighing and crying, marking those men, sighing and crying, all right, for the abominations thereof, man, and that mark goes into the Wah. All right. But here it says, in Deuteronomy 28:9, it says, the Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself, man. And that was the promises that we were gonna bear. All right. But due to disobeying the law, statute, commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, all right, we have to we're being chastised. All right. And this is verse 10. And all people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, man. Because you see that now because, hey, you got so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans pertaining themselves to be, and resorting back to their true identity, man. Declaring themselves and declaring their true heritage, man. Their nationality, man. Calling themselves Judamites, all right? Hey, I'm from the tribe of Yahweh. All right, that has the Lord's name in it, man. Yahweh. All right. You know, and verse 9 it says, verse 10, Salaki, it says, and all the people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord, and they shall be afraid of thee, man. Hey, because the name of the Lord is dreadful among the heathen, man. Roughly paraphrasing. And the Lord shall make thee plenteous in goods, in the fruit of thy body, and in the fruit of thy cattle, man, and in the fruit of thy ground, and in the land which the Lord swore unto thy fathers to give thee, man. So, hey, it's a people before it's a place, but ultimately the land is going to be back into our possessions, man. And it's going to be back plentiful, man. It's going to be back growing crops and fruits and things of that nature abundantly, all right? The way it's supposed to be, the way it was set to be the way it was set to be, man, by way of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. You know. In this verse 12, the Lord Yahweh shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven, to give the rain unto thy land in his season. Because it's on his time, man. Not even the Son of Man knoweth the day or the hour, man. You know, it's on the Father's time, man. You know, so in due season, man. So, hey, that's the patience, man, that these you heathens going into slavery. Revelations 13:9. All right, and I'm gonna just finish out with that. All right, but I'm gonna finish out this verse in verse 12. And to bless all the work of thine hand, and thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow, man. So we not go be up under those curses spoken of in Deuteronomy 28 and 43. All right, the strangers that is within thee, getting above thee very high. All right, verse 48, us serving our enemies and hunger and nakedness and the one of all things, man. You know, we shall not borrow, according to verse 12, man. And verse 12 is gonna be hey, it's being brought into fruition, man. As the elders is go serve is that serve the young, man, and the elders is not serving the young. You know, that was spoken of in Genesis 25, verse 20-25. All right. And that's why Jacob, that's why they mention they mention you Edomites' complexion in the scriptures, all right, and being red and hairy as a furry garment, and they didn't mention Jacob's complexion, man. They just mentioned what Jacob was doing, because what Jacob was doing was the point. You know, the symbology in that was the changing of the guards, man. You know, the kingdom being translated to another people.